Mckayla's Pizza Kitchen. Well, I'm not making pizza today, but it's a kitchen. Otherwise known as the place where I make food in my house. Okay, so I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to make something really good. Broccoli and cheddar mac and cheese. And you might be thinking, if you don't like broccoli, it's with mac and cheese and it makes it taste so much better and amazing. You are gonna be starting off with a pan, yep. And you are gonna just fill it up with a desired amount of water. I put about halfway up. Setting the stove, lighting the stove, and setting it to medium and high, yeah, between those two. And now we play the waiting game. I am going to wait for the water to start boiling. Dance break! I love it, uh-oh. No, I love it. This song, just wait for it, it gets better. Got a feeling that I'm good, move on. You want me, beat it till I can't read. It says, I'll be needing stitches. Alright guys, I'm back from that dance break. So right now it is boiling. That means we are going to be pouring in the cheese, what? The shells, that's what they're called, not the cheese, not the cheese. So I'm opening up both boxes and then they have this little cheddar pack and you are just gonna place that to the side. All right. An awkward moment when you spill all your shells. Shake hay just a little bit, but that's a scare. Woo! Once you pour them in, you're just gonna toss them to the side. Go get those. And it's brock time. Broccoli. And it's just this frozen, but you can use refrigerated broccoli or frozen, whatever works, but we just happen to have like these frozen packets. So what I'm gonna be doing is gonna be boiling the broccoli because it takes a short amount of time to boil broccoli. It boils really fast, like it heats up really fast, so that's why I'm doing it after I put the mac and cheese in, because the timing works out. This is what the brock looks like. Looks so good. Now check out, wow! Turning it on to about pretty much medium. And I am just going to be placing the broccoli, even though the water hasn't like started heating up yet, I'm just gonna put it in anyway so it can heat up with it. I don't know. I like broccoli a lot. For some reason, I don't know. It's weird. I never thought I'd love vegetables, but I love vegetables. Except peppers. I don't like peppers. Broccoli, you looking fine. So I'm just gonna take this fat thingamabob and put it on top to start the boiling and heating up. I'm just telling you guys now that this is just me trying to teach you guys to cook because I just kind of go freelance. So far, cooking this meal, I haven't burned anything, so that's good. For the shells, you might just want to start stirring them a bit so they can heat up faster and so they can get the consistency I want them to have faster. I always do this. So I just scoop up like a few and they're cooking fast. Wow. They're not like the soft consistency I want yet, but they're getting there. So I'm just gonna wait a bit and I'm just gonna check on the broccoli. Got my mac and cheese, broccoli. So basically I'm gonna go drain the broccoli with this thingy, and this is a drainer. Strainer. Is that what it's called? Drainer or strainer? Something like that. You have all this pasta in the strainer, and then you are just gonna pour it back into the pan that doesn't have water anymore. So now you can turn it off when like you pour the mac and cheese back in. So the broccoli is boiling. So since the broccoli is ready, I am going to dump that out in the strainer. Ow! Oh, this hot water went on my leg. I'm going to be pouring the broccoli into the pan with the mac and cheese. And then I'm going to start mixing them together. Separate the big chunks of broccoli if you want to have smaller pieces. So I have this big chunk of butter and I'm just gonna place it in with the mac and cheese. Just plopping it in. I'm gonna take these. They're cheese packet number 1. Second packet, now I am just mixing. And the broccoli, oh my gosh, broccoli and cheese. Next, we are going to be adding the milk. The milk gives like a moistness to the mac and cheese. Gonna add the finely shredded Colby Jack cheese. This is the part where you can just do your personal love for cheese to it. So if you don't like a lot of cheese, then don't put a lot, but if you are just love that melted, shredded cheese, oh my gosh, in your mac and cheese, then you just wanna make it as cheesy as possible. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more because go big or go home. Keep mixing. It is looking delicious. I'm gonna top it off with a tiny little drizzle of olive oil. That will just top off your taste buds to the cheesiness and just So this is how it turns out to look like. So I have a little taste test to try out.
I'm waking up to